Hello everyone, welcome to my channel at the best predict, and also I would like to wish you guys Merry Christmas. And in today's video content I'm going to discuss with you how you can be making basketball daily reward as your means of making profit from sports betting. I know that many people have been losing their money to these bookmakers for a very long time because I got so many stories concerning the issues they were facing in sport betting by losing more often. But actually some people also are complaining that some strategy are not consistent. Actually this is sport and consistency is not that very common in sport. So that is the reason why we always need to improve and update our strategies we use in staking our bets. So in most of my recent videos in my other channel at Mr. Diayo YouTube channel, I posted some strategy, the steps on how to make the prediction of basketball over, and that is what I'm going to discuss with you guys in today's video. Also, I'm going to teach you guys how to make use of this particular strategy to pick daily 2 odd on basketball, depending on the availability of games and games that meet the requirements of your analysis. Now, if you check these games very well, you realize that these are all over point, and there are some mathematical analysis that I applied in getting these particular games right. So now, without wasting much of our time, before I move on, I would like to show you guys a new strategy that I'm currently developing, the handicap basketball strategy and straight winning strategy. Actually, the strategy is actually under testing, and you can see straight winning prediction of basketball. So I'm just trying to figure out if the steps and procedure that I want to be using on that particular strategy, if it is going to work out. So I'm going to inform you guys on how it is. So without wasting much of our time, let us move on to today's plan and today's content. So I'll be making use of this particular strategy to predict just 2 odd for you guys, and I'm going to teach you guys well detailed steps on how to make use of it. And if you want a personal tutorial or one-on-one tutorial, whereby probably because I do take people this tutorial on strategies for a week, month, and depending on how long you want it. In case you're interested in learning some of our strategies like basketball straight win that we are currently doing, and also having in-depth knowledge about the basketball over that I use for my daily wins, you can check in the video description, check our social handle there, and you can hire me on WhatsApp or Telegram. So I'm going to respond to you guys. So without wasting much of our time, let us move on to some of the games that we have. The first league I'll be going for the Israel League. Okay, so let's check this. And in most of my previous videos, I always instruct people to make use of to subtract 22 in the process, but I'm going to give you guys the reason along the way. So now let us check. So if you open the statistics of the games that you want to predict your basketball over, you are going to see their last previous meeting. That is the last 5 games they played with each other. I've been explaining these videos often and often, but I want to make the videos to also be available on this particular channel at the same time. So what we just need to do right now is to add the last 2 games together. The last two games, all the figures that we can see here, we are going to add everything together. Now let us move on to the addition by making use of our calculator. I hope you guys are documenting the process down so that you won't miss any point. Please make sure that you watch this video to the end so that you won't miss any important details. Now let us move on. So you have to add up the last 2 games together, so 68 and 87. So we have 95 and 89. So now we've tried to document all the last the results they had in their last two games. So now the next place you need to check is their last meeting, their previous meeting with other teams. You have to add up their last two games there also. There is a reason why I'm doing this thing step by step, because I would like to explain a particular aspect of this strategy to some of our audience that already have an idea, that have been watching my videos for a while now. So I'm going to explain the reason for the subtraction that always occur in the analysis of our basketball over prediction. Now let us add the last two games of the home team. So we are done with adding the last two games of the home team. Now let us move on to the away team, which is 81, 95, 73, and 81. So the total figure that we are having right now is 1028. So now, so we have 1028. So this is the aspect I always inform you guys to divide by 6, and I have the reason for that. And the reason for that is because the total number of the matches that we added up together is just 6. Oh, sorry, divided by 6. So now the total figure that we are having now is 171. Now this is aspect where I'm going to explain the reason why I always subtract 22 from most of the average total points that we got from our analysis. Actually, this 171 give us an insight of the possible outcome and of the the range of the total points that we should be expecting in the game. But you know, a sports betting that involves human activities cannot be accurately predicted easily. So now this 171 is only giving us an insight of what can actually happen. So for you to be subtracting any figures, it depends on your choice. So I decided to make use of 22 so that the prediction will be extremely safe. I only subtract 22 most times from my games so that the prediction will be extremely safe. Actually, I can decide to subtract 10 from it and predict my games as over 161, and I can decide to subtract 15, I can decide to subtract 20, I can decide to subtract 22, but I think I decided to make use of 22 and 20 so that the games and my prediction will be at a very safe level. But using subtracting 22 from your games can be very hard to accumulate daily odds. But if you are going for if you are going by subtracting probably 10 or 15, that means you are trying to predict the games on a safe on a side that is very safe. But using this particular subtraction method of 10 or 15, surely you are going to be making something good out of betting prediction, and you are going to be getting good games to predict on your game. But I will advise you guys that if you are subtracting smaller number from the average total point that you are getting from your analysis, the best thing for you to do is to make sure that you are predicting just two odds games and you are not predicting long bets. Because from that, using this particular strategy and you want to predict long bets, I will advise you guys to strongly make use of subtraction of 22. But if you are someone that is interested in getting enough games daily, and predicting two odd is the best, because subtracting smaller figures from your average total points will not reduce much, like enough risk chance. So that is the purpose. So if I'm subtracting 10 from the average total point, I'll be getting a 161. And for me to be getting 161, surely the bookmakers are going to provide a very say, favorable market for that. But if I'm subtracting 20 from the average total point, you guys are going to realize that it is 151. So that is the effect of subtracting smaller figures and big figures from our analysis. So now if I'm going by subtracting 10, actually the game can come out so well and we are going to be expecting something winning from it. Now let us check another match for that. So this particular game is also under the Israel Super League, and we are going to look into that on how it works. Now let us follow the same step. Don't forget, let us do this together. So I'm going to be making use of the subtraction of the minus 10 instead of minus 20 for people that are interested in having enough games daily, because if you are following the steps of minus 22, if you are subtracting your average total point with 22, you can find it very hard sometimes to accumulate enough games daily. But let us go by 10 and make sure that whenever you are predicting using this particular strategy, if you check most of my bet history and winning, you are going to realize that most of it are not even sometimes up to 2 odd. They are mostly 1.95 odd, 2 odd in total. Now let us move on. So this is 87, 82 and 77. So their last two games is what we are adding up together, don't forget. So now let's check their head-to-head new, whereby we are going to be checking the last previous games of the home and away team. So let us add up the last two games of the home team. So now let us move on to the away team last two games. So the total figure that we are having right now is 1050. Now another thing that we need to do, don't forget, because the previous games that we added up together, they are in total of 6 matches. So now let us divide it by 6 and we're having 175. Now we are going, this is the aspect of subtracting figures. Don't forget, I told you guys that you can subtract figures depending on your choice, but the bigger figure you subtract is the higher chance of the possible outcome of the game. So if you are deciding to subtract 22, just know that you will not really find it very easy to see games that you are going to predict, because you are going on an extreme save figure. So but if you are going with probably maybe 15, so the higher the figure you subtract from the total point, the safer the ticket it will be. And let us go by subtracting 10, and surely we are having 165 here. So if you check, let us check the market and let's see what the bookmakers are providing for us. So if you are going by subtracting 10 from the game, surely the bookmakers are making the market of over 161 available. But don't forget, I told you guys that the higher the figures that you subtract from the game, the higher the chance of the higher the possible outcome of your game. Now let us move on by. I hope I'm informing you guys about. I hope you guys are getting this, and in case you have any question concerning this particular strategy, because with these particular videos, I'm trying to answer some questions asked by our audience. So if you have any opinion concerning this particular strategy, you can drop it in the comment section, and I'm going to respond to that effectively. So thanks for watching, and don't forget, there will be a particular strategy that I'm currently working on, and that is the basketball straight winning. So if you are interested in having much insight on that particular strategy, you can check the video description and text me on WhatsApp or Telegram to give you the process of the acquisition and discuss about how it works. So now I hope you guys have gotten this particular process, and I want you guys to complete this particular odd and prediction for me, you following the same steps and checking other leagues. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video content. And if you are finding it very difficult to access some markets on this particular platform of Sportybet, you can make use of your own best platform to check if they offer good and very nice market. You can check on them. So thanks for watching, guys. I don't want to waste much of your time on this particular video, so you can follow these same steps and practice and check and see how it will be. So thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video content. These are their best predicts. Don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and if you find this content very interesting, make sure that you share to others. So thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video content. Bye.